Hello there, nerd. Hello there, nerd killer. I saw your video about replacing your nuts with a USB 2.0 port. I gotta say, dude, that's a pretty radical idea. Also, I saw Endless Joe's response to you. And then I saw Kyle. He responded to Endless Joe. And even though, yeah, they brought up a few different points, but I gotta say, I think all three of you dudes, Nerd Killer, Kyle, Endless Joe, all three of you are on the wrong track on this thing. Now, I've put a lot of thought into it, and I decided that I don't want to replace my nuts with no USB 2.0 port. I mean, there's no way. I mean, this is technology that's iffy at the best. I mean, you think about it. How many times have you plugged something, anything, into a USB port and had to futz around with it all day long and still couldn't get it to work? Now, I mean, something like that, I mean, that's going to take the spontaneity right out of the sex, I tell you. It's just going to be horrible. So, no, I'm not going to replace my nuts with no USB port. There's just no way. However, sometimes an older technology that's tried and true and stood the test of time is the best way to go. So what I'm proposing and what I'm going to do right here and now in just a few moments, I am going to replace my nuts with an electrical wall socket. I mean, when you plug something into an electrical wall socket, well, it's pretty much going to work. Every single time, it's pretty much going to work, unlike that USB port. Okay, so I think we can all agree that electrical wall socket is just infinitely more reliable than a USB 2.0 port. And when it comes to my nuts, well, reliability is what I'm looking for. Now, I've got a really broad vision for this, and I've put a lot of thought into it. Have you ever seen a movie called Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants? Yeah, well, if you've not seen it, let me recap that movie for you here in just a minute. Okay, now, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, there was this group of young ladies, and they found this pair of pants, and it just magically fit each and every one of these young women. And they had different body parts, or different body parts. No, they didn't have different, they had the same body parts. They had different body types. And that pair of pants, it just fit every one of them women, even though they were just all built different. So, over the course of one summer, one of these young ladies, she wears this pair of pants, and she has all these interesting things happen to her, and then she boxes them up and she mails them on to the next one on the list, and so on and so forth. And then they all have just a fine old time. Just a fine time was had by one and all is about all you can say about it. Well, they had bad stuff happen too, but overall it was a positive experience for them. Okay, what I propose is a very similar thing. Of course, instead of it being called the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, this is going to be called the Brotherhood of the Traveling Nuts. Okay, I figure we'll start off on a small scale, maybe 10 guys. We all cut off our nuts and we replace them with an electrical wall socket. Okay, I've developed a technology, patent pending, whereby these severed nuts can be reattached to an electrical cord. And this electrical cord can be plugged into the aforementioned electrical wall socket, thereby restoring full sexual functionality. Okay, before I go into the full details on the Brotherhood of the Traveling Nuts, I feel that I need to have this operation myself so that the visuals of that can help you to more fully grasp the magnitude of what I'm talking about. There's two things that I've always possessed. One, a high tolerance for pain, and two, a do-it-yourself, can-do attitude. So I'll be performing this operation right here, right now, on myself. So let's get started. All right. First thing you need is a good knife. Nope, that's a pretty good sized knife, but hey, big jobs require big tools. All right, let's get started here. Oh man. Okay, that was a little rough, but it's okay. It's okay. I think what I need to do here I think I need to wash these nuts off. Got them out. I've got them. I need to rinse these off a little bit here. Rinse them off so, you know, I don't want any blood to be grossing anybody out here. Okay, so there we go. Right there they are. Now that's a damn fine set of nuts, if I do say so myself. All right, we're going to put these nuts here in my pocket for the time being for safekeeping. Okay, now it's time to attach the wall socket. The tools we're going to be using for this is one stapler and one pair of scissors. Now I know that looks like a fairly large pair of scissors, but I mean big tools require big jobs. Or big jobs require big tools, or maybe both of those. Maybe both of those apply. I'm not sure. Anyhow, okay. Let's get this puppy started here. Then we make a few little snips here. Hold on. This shouldn't take me too long. All right. Got my snips made. Let's staple this puppy up. All right. There. All done. Told you I had a high tolerance for pain, and I meant it. All right. Now, I need to, first off, all right, I'm going to demonstrate things here for you. Okay, now there's my nuts, and here is my my electrical cord I'm talking about. Now just for demonstration purposes here, I'm going to temporarily attach these nuts to my electrical cord real quickly like here. Now these, as they stand right at the moment, these will not be fully functional, because this really is just put on with Scotch tape. I need to get them back to the lab and attached, and I need to get them back to the lab and perform the proper copper mitochondrial union on these things. But this is just sort of a mock-up, more or less. Real testicles, but this is just a mock-up here. Now I'm going to have to pull to demonstrate here, I'm going to have to pull my chair a little closer here. I'm going to stand up here. Let's get this shirt out of the way here. All right, so there you go. There it is, just like right there. All right, just plug it in. There I am, fully functional right there. Non-functional. Functional, non-functional. Functional, non-functional. Okay, so I think that pretty much gives you a really good idea what we got going on there. Hey, you know, I thought of something else there just then. Functional, non-functional. It reminds me of a song. Do your ears hang low? Do this. How does that go? Do your ears hang low? Do they swing to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? Woo! Okay. All right, now I ain't much of a singer, but it seemed like an appropriate song for the moment. All right, now let's see. Whoops, I'm dropping the nuts here. Let me put them in my pocket. Okay. Whew. Now where were we? Okay. Let's get back to the Brotherhood of the Traveling Nuts here for just a minute. My theory is that every man's sexual experience is somewhat different than every other man's sexual experience. And the reason for that is primarily attributable to your nuts. I feel that like two snowflakes, no two nuts are exactly alike. So why should we limit ourselves? Why should we limit ourselves to having more or less the same sexual experience time after time for our whole lives when we have the technology at our fingertips to experience an infinite variety of the full range of sensations which are so readily within our grasp? Why should we do that? Well, the answer is we shouldn't. So okay, here's how this is going to work. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, they mail their pants to each other. But I ask you, are you prepared to trust the U.S. Post Office with your nuts? I know I'm not prepared to trust the U.S. Post Office with my nuts. No way. So what I propose is a face-to-face nut exchange, which will occur on a weekly basis. We pick a location. We gather around a big round table. We have we have a meal beforehand. I don't know, spaghetti and meatballs or something. And then one by one, each of us unplugs our nuts and turns and inserts them into the socket of the nut job directly to your left. This goes on one by one all the way around the table until each of us has disgorged our nuts into the proper receptacle. And then we each retreat into our own private chambers, and by whatever means necessary, we make sure that those nuts are fully functional. So, If you try to palm off a set of defective nuts onto one of your fellow brothers, you will be cast out of the Brotherhood, and you will be blackballed forevermore, and you will be brought up for ridicule at subsequent meetings. Okay, I only need to explain one more thing here. If you'll notice, these particular nuts, well, I gotta detach them here to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, now, if you'll notice, on these particular nuts right here, oh shit, holy shit. Ah. Ah! No! No! Give me my nuts back. 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 I want my nuts back. You know, upon further reflection, I feel that I've been way too harsh on the U.S. Postal Service. I feel that they're a fine, upstanding organization, and I'd like for you other 9 guys out there just to get those nuts boxed up and get them shipped on out. I don't think there'll be any trouble with the post office or not. Just get your nuts boxed up, get them shipped out. And yeah, just mail them off. And if any one of you out there is a little bit slow in receiving your nuts, then just give it a little time. I'm sure that in due course your nuts will arrive, because the post office is just such a fine organization. And as a side note, if anybody out there watching this, receives a friend's invite or a bulletin or an email from me, I trust that you will do the right thing and step up to the plate and help a fellow YouTuber out. I trust that you will find it in your heart and soul to do that. God damn, I wonder if I can snake them out. Shit. Okay, woo, I'm excited. I want you to look at what came in the mail today. Take a look at this, take a look at this, take a look at this. Yeah, baby, I got a package today. It's been a long dry spell. Woo-hoo, let's get this show on the road, baby. Okay. Get it done. Oh man, I'm so excited. Just can't hide it. Got to lose control, and I think I like it. And I can't sing worth a shit. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Yeah, come on. Ah, yes. Take a look at that, take a look at that. Okay, let's open this puppy up. Holy crap. That's the most pitiful looking set of nuts I've ever seen. Holy crap. I knew I shouldn't have let William sled into this group. Shit. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll plug them up and hope for the best. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah, what have I got to lose? Okay, yeah, feeling a little something, Okay, come on, you can do it. Come on, nuts, come on, you can do it. Let's go. Yeah, no, holy crap!